It's the FA Cup first round. Obviously, it's a break from the league. Is it a welcome break from the league, or do you look at it as it's another game? Doesn't matter what it's in. We want to win.
It's another game. We want to win it.
How do you go about trying to win it and just turn things around a little bit?
I think if you're at our last two home games, I think we played really, really well. You're talking about turning things around, but I think things are moving forward already. I think we're turning things around. Obviously, we're disappointed to concede 3 from set pieces on Tuesday evening, but I've watched the game back. Have you watched it back, the game?
I haven't had a chance yet.
No. Okay. Well, I've watched the game back, and apart from the 3 goals from the corners, I didn't think there was too much in the game. We scored a good goal at the end, so we're happy with the direction we're heading. Of course, we want to improve, but we're looking forward to Saturday with another opportunity to go and win a football match.
Does it help the fact that obviously you know the opposition quite well because you only played them a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, but they also know us, so it's a level playing field in that kind of way. So, as I say, we're trying to move things forward. We're working as hard as we possibly can to move things forward, and we're happy with a little bit of the progress we've made, but we certainly know there's a lot more to come.
In between Newport playing you, and obviously they've played since as well, you've obviously had a chance to look at them. Has much changed or not? Because obviously they're a work in progress too, because they've got new management.
Yeah, so they're evolving all the time. We've got massive respect for Joe and Graham Coughlin. We know that the jobs they've done at this level in the past, and we know them personally as well as professionally, and we respect them fully. We've got some good players down at Newport, and we respect the game that we had against them a couple of weeks ago. So we've watched their games since we played them. We're certainly doing our homework. We're not just going to pretend that everything's the same as it was 2 weeks ago. So we've been watching them, and we're prepared, ready for the game.
You've had a long week travelling wise, and it's another journey as well. Does that sort of affect your arrangements, your preparations in going into this, changing times, that sort of thing?
No, we're preparing. We'll train on Friday and we'll travel down as we always would. We obviously had a long trip to Barrow on Tuesday night, but that's not a problem. The chairman backed us by putting us up in a hotel, which I thank him for. We're doing everything as professional and as diligent as we possibly can. So we'll be prepared and ready for the game.
In terms of your selection, you listed quite a few injuries after the game on Tuesday. Any sign of any of those clearing up?
Yeah, possibly.
In terms of obviously missing John Kindi, who I know you feel can really offer you something different. What about his fitness?
Yeah, John's back out on the grass, so we're really pleased about that. But whether he's going to be fit for the trip, we're not sure.
And on Tom Dallison as well, I know he's on the bench on Tuesday night, but you said he wasn't fit enough to start. Was that more of a precaution side of things?
Yeah, he had a little injury from the weekend that he wasn't being able to risk on Tuesday night. We can't risk any more injuries. We've had a few since we walked in the building, so again we'll have to play that one by ear. I
know Matty Longstaff came over to support the team on Tuesday night, so even though he's I'd say only a lone player, even though he's a lone player, I guess that shows the backing and he wants to be part of the group.
Most certainly, Matty's an absolute diamond of a kid. I love him to bits. I think he's a great lad, real good footballer, got loads of energy, real good midfield player, great pedigree, and I think that shows what he thinks about this place, that he's willing to drive across from Newcastle on a Tuesday night, 2.5 hours I think he said it took, with his dad to come and support the lads, and he wanted to come and see us. So yeah, fair play to Matty. We can't wait to have him back.